Hello, my friends. This is Dwight from Forest Glory 700 coming back at you with another quick video. I just took my daughter. My daughter attends a Christian private school. And so I took her to the school to pick up her yearbook. And she's attending school online because I will not allow her to be abused by wearing this. I will not allow for it. It is abuse on the highest level, as far as I'm concerned, as it relates to the abuses I've been seeing going on with everyone around us. Even when we arrived at the school, they had students, they must have been kindergarten students, so 3 or 4, maybe grade 1 or 2 students, I really can't tell, but they're very young. And all of them were wearing this particular device, suffocating themselves to death and being told that that is acceptable and that will be part of their new normal, as it will be for the rest of us. So my daughter got out of the vehicle, and of course I'm not wearing this, and neither is she. It's not permitted. So she got out of the vehicle without that, and she proceeded to go to the front of the school where the staff would come to the door to give her her yearbook. But there was another teacher out there, and apparently my daughter told me after the fact that it was the junior principal of the school. So my daughter was instructed that she could not go to the front door of the school because she was not wearing that. So as soon as my daughter got in the vehicle, and I could tell my daughter was disappointed because she was really looking forward to receiving her yearbook. So I immediately got out of my vehicle, and I just walked like a man with purpose. And I didn't even look at the teacher. I just walked right by her, and I went to the front of the school, and I buzzed. And my daughter, she got her yearbook. I was just so perturbed by that. I was just literally perturbed. Talk about psychological operation. Talk about brainwashing. That is exactly the kind of stuff where you have individuals who are part of the problem, perpetuating the problem by telling everyone else that's not complying that you need to comply. So I got out of my vehicle, and I was livid, and I was just itching, to be honest with you, for her to say something to me, because I would have went up one side of her and down the other side. But by the grace of God, she didn't say anything to me, and I certainly did not say anything to her. And it's that kind of stuff, that is why we're in the position that we're in right now. Because people, and she's an educated woman, I would assume, since she's a junior principal. I'm assuming she's educated. She has some level of intelligence going on in between her ears, although I don't see it. It's that kind of idiocy that has permitted and perpetuated the situation that we find ourselves here in Canada. Because people cannot and will not think for themselves. I'll give you one point before I go, because I'm just really perturbed and irritated, and I'm just pissed off, to be totally honest with you. We just had our Thanksgiving here in Canada, I think as of the 12th or the 11th, whatever, of October. And the powers that be that treat us like little children, and in ways I think they're right, because we certainly don't know how to think for ourselves. We're instructing the masses, those that visibly look like adults, that when you're having a Thanksgiving meal, and you have family and friends over, if you've all received the venom in your blood, then you're not required to wear that device on your face. However, if it's a mixed group of the venom and the unvenom, well, then those that have received the venom are required to wear that. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense whatsoever? It doesn't. If you received that venom, and that venom is supposed to be a means as to provide some level of protection, then why is there a need to go on with all the extra theatrics? Because that's all it is. It's theatrics. It's the level of idiocy that I'm witnessing on a daily basis everywhere around me is beyond comprehension. It really is. I feel like every day that I wake up, I'm in the Twilight Zone. That's how I feel. I'm in the bloody Twilight Zone. Looking at damn fools that can't think for themselves, and then perpetuating that nonsense onto their own children. I will not allow it to happen to me. I will not allow it to happen to my daughter. It's absolutely absurd what is going on in this day and age. But I guess it has to happen because people don't want to think. They're quite content with allowing the powers that be, that shouldn't be, to do all the thinking on our behalf all the way to our graves, which, as it appears to me, won't be too long from now once everyone has received more and more of that venom surging through their bloodstream. It's going to happen. But everyone just thinking, oh, if you just continue to pay attention and to listen to them experts, because they love us more than we love ourselves. The love that they have for us is beyond parallel. It's utter nonsense. We are bringing ourselves down a pathway that's going to lead to many, many lives being destroyed in a very literal sense. I will not participate in that. I will not. I refuse to participate in something that I know to be an absolute lie from the pit of hell. I will not comply. And I hope that any of you that have any common sense, hopefully have enough intelligence to still be able to think for yourself, will do the same. This is Dwight from For His Glory 700 saying, stand your ground.